BUI was really welcoming towards international students. If you want to survive university life, go make friends.
Students being represented with their diversity here.
Every week there's like new events.
Sometimes like when you're just like first starting out, you're like, maybe you don't want to speak that much, you know? After being here for a while, you know, I feel like people here are more like forward.
BU Podcast. Local vibes, global dreams. Small beginnings, worldwide possibilities.
Welcome to Local Vibes, Global Dreams. This is episode 3, More Than a Campus. I'm your host, Jay, a fourth-year marketing student from India, and I'm here with...
My name is Andrew, and I'm also a fourth-year marketing student from America.
Hello, my name's Unique. I'm a first-year international film major, and I'm from Indonesia.
So we have a pretty diverse group of majors, but before that, we are here in the newly built student residences of Doobie-Doo at the Bangkok University campus. What do you guys think about this place?
Looks pretty nice, pretty clean, you know?
Yeah, and you've been around here a lot. What do you think?
I love the architecture, honestly. Like, it's very dorm-like. It's giving like university life. Yep.
Yeah, I think a lot of students here, you can see them pass by as well. They're going about their lives. Everyone's at class. It's pretty peaceful here. Now, talking about classes and especially your majors, why did you decide to pick your major?
Oh, an interesting question, because I have a very specific reason of why I'm choosing this major. My major, which is the film series, global content production, and business, is the first ever film major, international film major in Asia. And the equipment that they offer here in BU is very advanced. Like, it's not like other uni. So they have a lot of stuff that they have here that other uni doesn't have.
Yeah, I mean, that makes us pretty competitive, I would say. And what about you?
It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, my answer isn't as sophisticated as her. After I got my GED, I was pretty lost on what to do. And I went to Bangkok University, and it really piqued my interest with their marketing program. And then that's where my story started.
And the rest is history. I will say I was on a very similar path. I did some research about their marketing program. And to me, marketing just seemed like a major that is universal. I mean, we could also work in the film industry. We could work in any industry that we want. And there's so many types of marketing. It's something that's always going to be alive, no matter how much development there is in the world. So marketing just seemed like a no-brainer option because I wasn't sure which industry to work in. So marketing is going to be that pathway for me. Yeah, and that is the reason for our majors. But why specifically Bangkok University?
It was the option that piqued my interest the most. You know, I came to the campus and like I really enjoyed it. Like it was really beautiful, you know.
Yeah, it's a very
Really
beautiful
enjoyed it,
campus. What about you?
For me, because it's very specific, again, like in Thailand, like the only uni that offered my program is only in BUI. And I think we can all agree that BUI was really welcoming towards international students. I think that what makes me feel safer with choosing this uni. How about you?
I had some senior from high school who actually went here, and they referred me to the university, and they said that the professors are very nice. It's a very nice program. And I remember seeing him in a promo video for the university, and it was a beautiful video. It was produced really well. It was super creative. And the way that the universities branded themselves, I thought that this is somewhere where they don't exactly just follow the same path that every other university follows. And that really interested me. And now being in the fourth year, I can definitely confirm that.
Interesting. Talking about the video promotion, I also got interested because of the video promotion that BU provided, especially like talking about the creative majors. I think that what really gets me. I think like BU really have a way with promoting their majors. So yeah, that really piqued my interest too.
Yeah, I think they promote student life very well. Like you can go to any of their content pages, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, and you'll see videos about events that are happening or just things that people are doing around the campus. And events especially. I think the events are super interesting because it's not like nobody attends. Everybody's always super interested. Everybody's super involved. Like what would you say is your favorite event that you've been to?
I think one of my favorite events is like during the first and second year, we would host like our own shops and stuff like that, right? So I remember like we were selling like popcorn and cotton candy to like other students as an event. And this is like during your classes, right? So we really get like the experience on how to like really sell stuff. It was really hands-on, really good.
Yeah. I remember being there. That was when I was making content for the university. I went around every single stall and I had some popcorn from them. I had some s'mores from another. I had this balloon dart game, which guy behind the camera saw me absolutely lose at. I didn't hit a single balloon. There was a photo booth. There was pumpkin painting. I will agree with him. Even though I wasn't organizing a stall, it was one of the more enjoyable events. Even this year when we had Halloween, there was just so many people. Everyone's lined up. They're watching performances. They're having food. They're playing games. It's just a great atmosphere. What about you? Which one stuck out to you the most?
There's a saying in BU, like among first year in my major, like you could never rest from events in BU because every week there's like new events. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, which I really also love because it's really busy here. But for me, events that I really love, probably one of my recent event from my club. I'm a member of BUFA, which is a BUI Film and Acting Club. We have a workshop recently called Off Script. We managed to talk with two rising actors right now in
Oh, wow.
Thailand, which is Fa Sarika and Nat Kitarit.
Okay.
And then it was really fun because like I don't know, I never really thought that I would get the opportunity to like work with real actors and then director too of the movies. So it was really fun. But you also talked previously about Halloween. I think that's really fun too because I never experienced like Halloween event back in Indonesia. So like it's a really new experience here.
Okay, and what exactly did you learn from the acting and film workshop? Like you worked with these actors, obviously, but what did you gain from that?
I think it's called off script. So like we talk about things behind the camera, like how the process of like the filmmaking itself, and then how media training, mostly like branding, media training. And then we also met Dream Chenjesta, which is the director that also worked with both of them before. It's really interesting, like film from actor's point of view and also a director point of view because it's really different. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not sure about the film major just yet, but for marketing, we've had some very major specific events as well. Like the marketing major, they like to host a marketing party every year for all the students from first to fourth year. And how this works is, so our first marketing party was at the C6 International Building, where they'd organize food and games, and every student from first to fourth year gets either paired up together or they're in groups, so they get to introduce themselves to each other. And we're playing games, we're getting to know each other. You talk to these people who are a couple of years ahead of you, and you learn ahead of time what that experience is going to be like. And the last one we had was we went to Top Golf, and that was really incredible because we even met some alumni that had graduated 10, 15 years ago. So talking to them about how the university was beforehand, it was super fun. And then just being us friends, having that experience, it was very nice. Do you know anything like this in the film major? Like, do they have specific events?
I just happen to know that marketing have such event, and I think it's really, really interesting because we don't have that in our major because we're the first ever batch to ever exist. We don't have any alumni, but what I like about BU is that we have like a strong solidarity. Like I knew few people from the Thai film major that there's willing to help us because they know that we're not in, like, we don't have any alumni like what you do. But this is really inspiring because I feel like we can do that like for our juniors next year because like sometimes it's get too confusing, you know, we don't know anyone in uni, especially you're an international student, right?
Yeah.
How about Andre?
I feel like that's so true because like during my first year, I had a senior that was actually like helping me through like classwork and like stuff like that, and like getting around the school and really like getting to know places. Her name was Muwan. She was like really nice to me, and whatever I didn't know, she was like always happy and always there to like answer for me, and like it was just a really great experience.
Yeah, you end up meeting a lot of people, may that be from like older years or younger years. It's a lot of friends. It's a lot of friends. We've made some pretty good ones, I would say. We've made some very, very nice friends that have helped us, honestly, even just throughout all 4 years. I would say that my grades would not be as good if it wasn't for my friends in my group, because the group work was a lot easier. And I think he'll agree as well. Having friends like that who understand you and you can communicate super easily with them, and then who sometimes even do your work for you, you know, it's a blessing. It really is. And I know for sure that we may not fully stay in touch, but these are people we will consider friends for a very, very long time to come. And you, even before we started, you know a lot of people. You know a lot of people here.
Yeah.
And that's how I used to consider him before.
Yeah.
and he doesn't know as many people now. So I mean, maybe it's just your first year, right?
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. The first year you are mingling with all the other majors. You know everybody. What is that like? Tell me about the different types of people you've met.
I think I would say it was unintentional. Like people tend to view me as a social butterfly, but really I never really put myself out there. It's just me like saying hi and smiling to everyone. However, I would say if like I could give a tip to any people who want to go to uni and enter uni as a freshman, the first and most important tip for me is to make friends. Like literally, if you want to survive university life, go make friends, have fun. And I feel like BUI is a great uni to have fun while you're studying. And I think like while having fun in the process, I think you really need friends to be able to make the best out of your life. Right now, I have few close friends like across like, different backgrounds. I'm from Singapore, Brazil, German. I think like if I'm not in BUI or in BU in general, I wouldn't get the experience like making friends from other continents. And yeah, I agree. Like it comes naturally, I think, because you mentioned that Andre was a social butterfly back then. Like you have a lot of friends. So why did you, like you mentioned before, you doesn't have as much friend right now. Maybe it's the first year.
That's not what I said. I didn't say.
Fourth year
No, he
effect.
definitely has friends. He definitely has friends.
I mean,
but
you're his friend, so
the thing is, in first year where you have all your general classes, you're mixed in with all the majors. So you kind of talk to all of them regularly. But then once that's over, after the second year, you're only hanging out mostly with people in your major.
It's like kind of hard, right? Because like
Yeah.
eventually like you'll see less and less of them.
yeah.
So you talk less and less. Of them, you know?
Okay.
But like, I really think that like people in your major will like really become long lasting friends because like everybody in our group, like even after like the group projects and like many after like work and stuff like that, right? We would sometimes like get together and hang out. I feel like they really like become like my really good friends, like I can like really depend on each and one of them, and they like I don't know, they just want to see me like happy, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
me and this guy were actually roommates for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were roommates around here. I lived here for a couple semesters, and I would be on and off here, either
Okay.
living in the city with my family or coming
Yeah.
here. But that was an experience I definitely needed because I think if I didn't have that experience, it would feel a little like a void to have
Okay.
that university student experience, right? Because we were here, we just got done with class. Okay, let's go to the room, let's play some games, let's go to the gaming
Yeah.
cafe, let's do our assignment, let's get some lunch right here. Maybe we can spend a little more time here because you live right here. Let's hang out with our other friends in the area. And it helped us connect with our other friends a lot more. Like we have an exchange student friend. She was here 2 years ago
Yeah. And
from Germany.
we're still friends with her today. Like
That's
she
right.
came and visited us like I think like maybe like once a year. It was like pretty good,
Oh.
Yeah, we saw her a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And it's the exact same. We haven't seen her in over a year, but we're speaking to her and it's the exact same. We're making people from we're making friends with people from all over the world.
Like she's
That's
like
great.
a really lifelong friend, me and her actually took like a road trip to Erewhon Falls.
Oh.
You heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful place. There's a lot of waterfalls, a lot of like fishes you can see through. Like water's very clear. I get to meet her like grandma and her family and her like very cute dog. And it was really just like really, really good.
That's interesting. I feel like you guys are really good at maintaining friendships too. That's why like you have a lot of long last friends. For me itself and my major, it's really important to make friends because we're heavy on project based task, which means you have to get along. Obviously, you cannot make movie with just one person, right? Like
Exactly.
we have to work with like 10 people, 15 people. So it's really great if you make a good first impression.
And I just wanted to circle back to events specifically because, as I mentioned, there were performances. And that reminded me, I was part of the music club. Not in the way that you would think, though. I was an MC for the music club with another actually friend of mine who I really hit it off with. We were making jokes backstage the entire time, but we MC'd every time the music club was performing. And we got to see the organization that some of these students can have and the hard work that these students put in even outside their classes. It is very tough to manage a bunch of people because the music club is fairly popular. A lot of people want to join and a lot of people want to be involved. So it's not the easiest task and they managed it fairly well. And clubs themselves, I mean, we have a friend who was the president of the dance club. And that was probably the most respect I've had for anyone because it seemed like the most hard work ever. Conducting auditions every semester, making sure everybody's coordinated, everybody's coming to rehearsal, going outside, going out the university, representing the university, and actually making sure that the dance club and BUI's name is out there. I mean, you were there too. He used to talk about the
Yep.
dance club. His name was Steven. Everybody in the university knows him very well.
Mhm.
What do you remember him talking about?
I think Steven is like a person that's very hardworking and like he has so much passion for like the dance club and everything, you know. He would organize like events for them to come do competitions or even like organize like school events and holidays. There was one thing that I really remembered about the event was like BUI dance club Halloween thing. It was really cool to see like how he could like organize that many people, which was like crazy.
Yeah.
And then be that organized at dancing. It was like everything was in sync and like it was really cool.
Even the dancers, they were like Burmese, Thai
Yeah.
people, people from other countries. And this one thing I remember very specifically is my friend came up to me and he asked me like, "Oh, I'm gonna be dancing on a Indian song." And I thought, wow, okay, I wonder what they're gonna do. Like I thought it was just gonna be something that every other person thinks that Indian dance is like. But then they started dancing and I listened to this song and I'm looking at some of my other Indian friends and we're shocked because it is incredible. They did this for I think Indian songs, Thai songs, Burmese songs. I think there was also a German one, if I'm not
That's
mistaken.
interesting.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So not only are students being represented with their diversity here, but there's this dance club that is making everyone feel at home
True.
by maybe doing a cultural dance or just using a song from another country. And that just makes people feel more welcome. It puts people at ease. And I think that's a very, very important thing to do.
Talking about the dance club, when I was in orientation, I was also awed by the performance. But I also remember that there are a few clubs back then that had like performances. One of them, I think, our football and basketball club is interesting, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys know anything about those clubs?
Yeah.
I was actually in the basketball club.
Oh,
you know.
really?
Yeah. I was the vice president. I organized all the games and I actually like one of like my main jobs was actually finding people. I would go around, recruit people, like ask them, "Hey, do you have like an interest in basketball?" And then invite them to a team, right? And the thing about BU is that they're so like woven in together, right? So our school would have like competitions with every other major. So it was like BUI and like that major and Thai majors. And like we would just like compete against each other and have like a fun time. There's like a 5v5, like full court. There's be like half court 3v3s, you know, and it's really like a good time to like know each other and like really perfect our craft with other people. And like the thing with about like clubs and like BUI and like BU is like you can start one at any time, you know.
Yeah.
If you have
yeah.
like a passion for like anything really, if you just find the people and then like you start the club and then that club will continue. Like for example, I may not be a part of basketball, BUI basketball club anymore, but people are continuing it. People are still playing basketball to this day. If you go back to the court, like people are still playing. So to really like add on, right? If you start these clubs, you know, like you can find other people that also have similar interests in you. And then it'll be like woven even more and more people will have like a more enjoyable time after you start these clubs.
Yeah, and it could be like any other sport as well. And a lot of students play so many other sports.
Exactly.
We have the dance, the music, basketball, and football club mainly right now.
Badminton too.
Badminton too. And you can start a tennis club. You
Yeah.
can start a volleyball club.
Yeah.
You can start whatever club. And you always have time for it because every semester you have like 6 or 7 subjects, I think.
Yes.
So you have enough time. The classes don't go on for too long. Even if it's the
True.
last class and it goes on till the end, that's 5 p.m. You can hang out with some friends. You can spend some time, get some dinner. It is a super, super inclusive environment in terms of
True.
that.
We have a lot of flexible times too.
Yeah, it's incredibly flexible. And the classes themselves, I mean, they are super, super inspiring, I would say, very encouraging. And you were talking about this before. about your professors.
Yes.
And I would love to hear more about it.
I have this one professor. His name is Martino. He's Italian actually. What really interesting about his course is that when I got into this film major, I actually expected that I would also, I mean, I have to make a film at certain points in this school. However, I didn't expect to make my first ever film project on my first semester, which is really interesting because we get to handle like a hand-on experience from pre-production to post-production. And I think it's really interesting because like even though we were busy, we still have time to like enjoy our lives. And the classes itself, it's really fun. Like it's really fun. The professor is really engaging. They have creative ways of like telling us like to make us understand about the courses, the subject itself. How about you guys? Like marketing are clearly different from like my major because I'm more creative, right? I just want to
Yeah.
know like from
feel
your
like-
side.
Okay, marketing is creative. Come on.
I mean,
Marketing is
quite
creative.
different.
But no, I think our professors, the one thing I will say is our professors never made us feel we don't know enough or we are not enough for a certain project. And I remember this very specifically. We had gone for this inter-university case cracking competition. And our professor told us that, yeah, maybe some of these universities have these like clubs dedicated for this competition, but we're no less than them. We know the exact same amount. We got this. They were super, super encouraging.
Yes.
It's one of our favorite professors. He taught us taxation and statistics, and he made those subjects interesting, which is not an easy job to do.
true because
So I will say that was a big, big highlight. And
Yeah,
would
yeah.
you like to add on to that?
I love that teacher. You know, like there's so many other great Ajahns, like Ajahn Naz, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
She really provided like real life examples, and like it was just really great to like study under her because she made the class like, let's say, not boring, and she really gave us like a more creative environment to really think the idea for ourselves. And then even if we did get the answer wrong, right, she would like point us into the right direction by like explaining to us with like real world examples.
Exactly. Yeah. All these teachers, I mean, we had, let's say, even if it's just our head of marketing, Ajahn Pech, she made sure that we act like professionals. She made sure every project we did, it was giving us some experience that would be worth in real life. Or if it's Ajahn Peter's role playing in class, that was, I mean, no other teacher has been able to do that.
Exactly.
So it was so much fun. It was all project-based learning. Everything that we were learning, we had one recently actually that was for the company BYD. So we actually had a representative from BYD come to class and judge our presentations. It was like we had to come up with a 2-year campaign for their super hybrid cars. And it was just a culmination of everything we've learned over the last 4 years in one presentation in front of a real company senior representative. So it was a bit nerve-wracking, but also at the same time, that's what we're going to be doing as marketers. If we are in the marketing position, we're going to have to pitch our campaigns to
Yeah,
these seniors,
true.
to our executives. So it is the most valuable experience that we can get. And what have you experienced in that project-based learning space?
we had a screening day, so like it's really interesting. It's my first time too where all of our movies are being screened. It was very interesting to get to know what other group had to work on. But you talk about like guest lecturer came and then judge your project before. I also had the same experience this morning actually.
Oh.
So for like our presentation, we had a guest lecturer coming to our class and give us input on what we should do and how to think like in the future. We actually had a director came to our class like and judge our presentation, which is really interesting because I don't think you can get this in like easily in any other places. That's what I love so much about BU. They really taught us how to be a real professional, like really hands-on experience and really real life experience too. Really
Yeah.
interesting.
And now that so obviously we have the lecture experience and we have this project-based learning, have you noticed anything different about yourself personally? It could be anything about yourself, because I know I have, but I'm just interested to see if like you guys have. What changes have you noticed in yourself as a student, as a person while being here?
For me, definitely, I'm more creative in terms of thinking and problem solving too, definitely. Also, I feel like I'm more open now. Like I go to a lot of events and participate in clubs, something that I never thought that I would do, because I feel like when you are surrounded by a really busy environment in a positive way, of course, you get into them too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I
It's
think
almost like
like
you're forced into it in the
true.
best way possible.
Yeah, best way possible.
Because
Definitely.
for first years especially, everybody is looking for a friend. Everybody's looking to
True.
get to know each other. You can easily go up to somebody and
Yep.
be like, "Hi, this is my name. Who are you? Where are you from? What major are you from?" Like, what about you? What sort of
I think
personality
like
changes have you seen?
I think like during like my like first second year, we would have this thing where we would say hi to random people.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
To,
We
to
did
see
that.
how many of them would actually say hi back, right?
Yeah, we just wave to people.
So, for
And-
example, me and Jay would be riding on my motorcycle, right? And we would ride up to like one of like the carts and be like, "Hi."
Yeah, there's a whole shuttle bus full of people, and we're just going by waving at them.
That's really interesting. Like really funny though.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to know something else really funny?
Yeah.
We would walk up to random people we don't know, and then we would lie to their face and be like, "Do you remember me?
Oh,
We
okay.
had this first year class together." And then most of them would say, "Yes, I do remember you."
Yeah, and it might be a lie, but it's a pretty good icebreaker.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we have a class in the first year which has 100 students,
True.
so it's I mean,
Yeah.
you don't know all 100 of them. You can just tell them like,
Yeah.
oh, we had a class, and because some people don't really want to pursue that anymore, they'll just say
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, at some point you must have seen each other.
Exactly. That's right. And I think for me, I will agree with you where I was so much more open in the first year. I was talking to so many more people. I was getting to know people and I was super comfortable. And one thing that made me open up even more is the content I did for the university. I filmed TikToks for the university, which kind of forced me to go talk to more people.
Mhm.
I mean, someone's just minding their own business and I have to go up to them being like,
Like-
hi, do you want to be in a TikTok? You know,
Yeah.
it's just going to take a quick 2 minutes. And that way my speaking improved, my communication skills improved. I got to know a couple of people through those as well. And it was super interesting to see what people had to hear. I interviewed people from Thailand, from Myanmar, from Sweden,
Oh.
and a bunch of different countries, the Netherlands as well. This one guy's from South Africa. And to hear their experiences as students here, because I remember I was talking to some exchange students. I also talked to people asking why they pick certain majors. So you can learn how people think and how they work here. And even in terms of assignments and working, I find myself studying a lot more just because it's more fun.
Mm.
Because it's not just you have to memorize something. You're actually trying to understand a certain concept, and it's not like you're just racking your brain for hours on end. You understand something, you get some project experience with it, and you can apply it in your tests or your exams.
True.
And I think you would vouch for that as well. I think you would agree too.
Yeah, I feel like our school really encourages you to like think more, as in like be more creative and like in ways that like sometimes like when you're just like first starting out, you're like maybe you don't want to speak that much, you know. After being here for a while, you know, I feel like people here are more like forward and talk to you more.
Yeah.
You know, you aren't being put down if you think another way. You know, we
True.
discuss
Exactly.
about it.
Exactly. It's diverse, not just in terms of like where people are from or nationalities, in terms of how people think as well. And everybody can respect the way you think. They can respect that you think differently because that's basically what creatives are, right?
Yes.
Everybody's different.
Mm.
Everybody's creative in a different way. And they give you so many opportunities to put your creativity out,
True.
right? There is events where maybe you can perform. There's open mics.
True.
Right? There's open mics.
Yeah.
You can perform if you want. You can do some poetry maybe if you want. And I have a very big one that I did earlier this year. I spoke at a TEDx event, and this was the first one that we had for BU International and actually the whole university, where it was a mix of English and Thai speakers.
Mhm.
I saw the application. I was like, that is a great opportunity. It is opportunity that I've talked to some people who said like, man, that's my dream. You know, I want to be a TEDx speaker.
Yeah.
People put it on their resumes. People put it on their LinkedIn profiles that I'm a
Sure.
TEDx speaker. So I thought it was the most valuable experience I've had, and
Mhm.
it was incredible. They gave us a little outline of what we need to speak about. I was like, I know exactly what I'm going to talk about.
Mhm.
Immediately, I got to writing it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I hated it, so I scrapped it, and then I got to another idea. But just getting to speak to my friends in the audience and all these people that have something to take away and to improve on my public speaking skills while being an MC and doing all these events it all just came together so perfectly. So perfectly. And the person that organized it is somebody that was in a general class I had before.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
knew him from there. I was like, we've met before. And then he recognized me as well. So these wonderful people that you've met are putting on these different types of events.
True.
And
That's
it's
really
so
interesting.
cool that you get to be a part of it, but you're seeing these people do so well for themselves too. It's a great shared experience.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I had similar one too, like where, as you said, this uni they give you a lot of chances to like channel your creativity, I would say. In my club too, aside from the workshop thing that we have an upcoming script competition where you can write your own script and send it, and it's a competition. Like I really agree with what you said earlier, because I'm also like organizing events for my club, the Bufa Club, Film and Acting. It's really, really interesting because you get to work with a lot of people, and here you can also collab with other clubs too.
Yeah.
Like I could collab with the dancing club, music club, which opens up a lot of new opportunities.
And opportunities, events, we have experienced this firsthand as well. They are putting up events from all different countries. So obviously you have the Chinese New Year, but then you even have some events from Myanmar where these people get to show off their culture and their food and their practices and their traditions. And as of about 2 years ago, they also had an Indian festival
Oh.
where you play with these powdered colors. You have these snacks, and he was there. It was his first time ever experiencing this event. And as a first timer, if you're not ready for it, it can be a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But the best part about this was not only my friend, obviously he came because I encouraged him to, but all these people are just walking by the building and they're looking at this event. Super interesting. Everybody's drowned in colors.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we want to join as well. So there's people from all different corners of the world wondering what's going on here. They're asking about it. And then they just get covered in this color. And there's people dancing, there's music playing, food was good. What we did, us, the two of us, you want to tell them what we did?
Wasn't it more than one day?
I mean, we only participated that one day.
I remember like during that one day, right? Everybody was there like throwing colors, right?
Yeah.
And then like I saw my friend that was not colored.
So you throw.
So I dragged him and then he was colorful.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really interesting. By listening to it, like I would love to join. So I can, like, if I came across, I would definitely join
I'm
too.
pretty sure they're about to have it for next year as well now. They had it
Oh,
this year
okay.
as well. They will have it around March maybe. But
Oh,
what we
okay.
did was, it was around class time. So before, so we went to class. We went late on purpose because it was the first time this event is happening. We thought it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure the teacher's gonna be fine. But there's the two of us, absolutely just purple, yellow, red everywhere. We just walk into class. Everybody looks at us like we are insane. And we just sit down like nothing's happening, nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
We go back as soon as class is over. We grab some colors. We go to the soy right next to the university, and we tell our friend, come down, we have a surprise for you. And this is surprisingly something that they do in India as well. If your friend has not joined, you tell them, get down right now. And everybody has
Really?
colors. And as soon as they get down, you ambush them. And this other friend, he's Thai. He also has not experienced this before.
So he has
was-
like no idea what we're doing to him, right?
Yeah.
So like when he comes down, he's like truly
You
surprised.
must be so surprised.
He was
yeah.
so confused, but he was so open to it. And that was
Yeah.
a memory that I cherish a lot.
Okay.
Because it just showed me that cultures, at least nowadays, people talk about like cultural appropriation or whatever. But
Yes.
we share cultures here. Cultures really are shared,
Yeah.
whether that is through food, that is through tradition, or just like games that every culture might have. And it's so fun seeing other people participate in your culture. And it's one of the best feelings ever,
So
I
fun.
think.
Can't wait for next semester because I want to experience Chinese New Year here and then the Indian cultural event that you said, which by the way, I also have something that stuck with me like a month ago. Honestly, just 2 weeks ago, I think a week or two, I experienced my first ever Loy Krathong
Yeah,
here and it was really fun, like learning about new culture. How's Loy Krathong for you guys, especially on your first year?
I actually did not celebrate. I used to celebrate a lot when I was younger, but I have seen photos of my friends have gone, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really
It's
beautiful.
beautiful, I think. If you had to bring one event to share your culture, what would it be?
Oh, it's because Indonesia has a lot. We're a huge country.
Yeah.
We have a lot of events like cultural thingy. But if I would say, I would love to have like an event where we can introduce Indonesian food because it's so good. It really is the best. And I want to encourage more Indonesian people to study in BU because now like I've seen few Indonesian people, but not really much.
Yeah.
So I really want to promote like Indonesian people to come here because it's really a safe environment and it's really welcoming. It feels really warm too. Yep.
You know, talking about food, right?
Yes.
November just passed, right?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Oh my God, Thanksgiving here would be goated.
Oh right.
Yeah.
They haven't.
right.
They've never done Thanksgiving here.
Yeah, I feel like we could do like a potluck,
Ah.
like
That's
everybody would just
interesting.
join up and then like, eat food. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could
Yeah.
definitely be organized, I think.
Hmm.
And I think everybody will be open to it because everybody knows Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Right?
huge thing. Yeah.
Everybody knows
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. And I'm sure a lot of people would like to celebrate it too because there's not many opportunities to do so
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Right?
And I feel like Thanksgiving is not just about food, right? It's just like saying thanks about like
Yeah.
what you have in life.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And, like, we
And then
have
maybe the shops on campus can have some Black Friday discounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an Apple store. They could have a Cyber Monday discount.
like the good thing about our school is that like our schools really like are partner up with like a lot of many companies.
Yeah.
You know, like for example, like our BYD thing that we did. You know, we would never have done that if our school didn't have ties with BYD.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
we would have like competitions with L'Oreal.
L'Oreal Brandstorm.
Yeah.
That's something that happens
Yeah.
every year. And we've even sat with I think the president of L'Oreal Thailand. He
Oh.
came for a seminar
Yeah.
and he was talking about that experience. Even Central Group, some very higher
Oh,
executives
yeah,
in
yeah.
there. And I think one of my favorites. This is not as cool as the others, but we're partnered with Dunkin' Donuts. And I remember this one time we're in class and our teacher just brought us boxes of donuts and it was the best thing ever because we're in this class. It's I think like just after lunchtime and obviously you want dessert.
Yeah, definitely.
So
yeah.
the fact that she brought everybody donuts, it was super fun.
Yeah,
And yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think there's experiences like
I can
this.
tell you why you were excited. I mean, you could never go wrong with donuts.
Not at all. No.
Big body.
Exactly. And if our university could partner with an Indonesian company,
Mm-hmm.
which company would you, let's say you have the opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to establish a connection
Mhm.
with an Indonesian company at the university, which company would you pick?
Company though, I would say Indo Food is a like
Mm.
food company
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But because I'm a film major, I'm more interested if they could invite like Indonesian producers and directors because I feel like
Yeah.
right now Indonesian movies also rising and I feel like it's a good opportunity to like sharing session between Thai film industry and Indonesian film industry
Yeah.
because we have like few similarities in like culture maybe because we're in Southeast Asia and I would really think that it's a great opportunity if we could invite Indonesian actors, actresses or producers.
That's a really cool idea. You know?
Hmm.
Yeah. And if you had to bring an American company here, it could be
Okay.
any company. You were given the opportunity to make that connection and it has to be valuable to the students. Which company would you pick?
Which company? Elon Musk?
Elon Musk, like any Elon Musk company, like Tesla,
What is it called? The Super Company?
Starlink, or the
The boring
company. Yeah, the boring company.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think that would be interesting
Yeah,
because
right?
the things they're doing are just random and they're
I feel like
super
it's, like,
innovative.
very innovative. And
It's a
creative,
very
right? Like,
innovative
matches
company.
with our school.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's actually that's a pretty good answer. That's right.
The Super Company. You know, like a really great thing about our school sense is like it's so diverse. You have like so many chances to learn like new languages, right?
Mm.
For example, like Jay, like he's Indian, right? But he knows more Thai because of his Thai class. I speak Thai to him. We have a
Yeah.
bunch of Thai friends. And like I feel like he like really advances now because like he knows more Thai. And like sometimes I would be speaking Thai and he would be like understand me. So like which is really good. You know, like do you have any like other languages you learned because like of our friends here?
Yeah, like obviously we've met a bunch of exchange students, so I've learned some German words from a couple of German friends. There's also a Japanese class that you can take. There's people that speak Russian. You can learn a bit of Russian. There's a decent amount of Russians, and not just people from, let's say, like the downtown of Russia. I met a friend who was from the absolute east a person who you wouldn't even think was Russian.
Uh-huh.
Their culture, because their culture is different, they look a little different, but it's the same language. And to even learn from the people that speak the same language differently about their cultures, I mean, that's super interesting. And what about you? What else have you learned?
I mean, Unique, you have like a friend, right, that speaks German, right?
Yeah, I have a friend that speaks German, but I actually learn more from my Brazilian friend that
Okay.
speaks Portuguese.
Yeah.
They have like taught me like how to say TikTok in like Portuguese. Do you know how to say TikTok in Portuguese?
No.
Tiki-taki.
Tiki-taki.
It's so cute, right? Like I've learned this like new words and then
Yeah.
new like saying words and something like that. Like it's really fun. I also taught my friend how to say like Indonesian word like thank you Indonesian. And mentioning about Thai language, I also learned Thai language before and after I came here.
Mhm.
But I feel like after you came here, it's really different because you heard like you have people to practice with, like
Yeah.
people to speak Thai with, and I think it's really interesting. I feel like now it's been 4 months since I'm here. I feel like my Thai is improving like a lot.
You know, like even for like the Thai kids, you know, like I feel like we'll learn more English from
Mhm.
speaking English,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
Like from what I understand, my other best friend, he's from Thailand, and he has this program where he has to talk to like international people to learn more English, right? And then from the first day of meeting him, I could confidently say like he did not understand a word of English, right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
We're all friends together.
Yeah.
From playing basketball, playing video games together, like after school activities, you know, we would hang out and we would talk English around him, like how we would talk Thai around Jay. And then he would slowly pick up things, and like I could confidently say like my friend is better at speaking English now because of like our friend group and like of what really like BU
Yeah.
really provides to the students, you know?
Really
like
cool.
our diverse
Mm.
group of friends
Yeah.
that help each other.
Yeah.
Sure, it goes both ways. Like not us learning
Exactly.
Thai, they're also learning.
Yeah. It's that's what it is. It's all about sharing.
Yes.
No
I
matter
agree.
what it is. How has your guys' experience been just speaking here, sitting, talking about your experience?
You know, like at first I was pretty nervous, you know, but like after like talking a while, I realized, you know, like we have so many great things to talk about our school and like how really like amazing it is to really be like a part of like the community, you know.
For me, it's really interesting and a really great experience because I'm a first year and both of you are fourth year. I get to know a lot of events that I haven't experienced yet, and I'm really excited to experience next year.
Yeah. I think the best way to sum it up would be you don't just study at BU, you live in a global community. Whether that's with the teachers, the students, the cultural events, food around here, the languages, the exchange of traditions. I don't think it gets better than this, and I don't think it gets more diverse than this. To sum it up, you don't just study at BU international programs, you learn about cultures, you live in a global community, you exchange tradition, and you meet people from all around the world. I think that's it for us today, and we'll see you in the next episode. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.